Hi everybody, we are channeling the Pleiadians today. I'm going to connect with them, and when I asked what they wanted to talk about, they are choosing the topic of how to choose the path of ascension. So that is what they want to talk about moving forward as we go along with this energy anchoring on the planet. How does one choose the path of ascension? So first of all, I'm just going to see and connect with the Pleiadians and channel their message for everyone. Connect with them. I might ask them some questions myself. I also have a long list here of questions that have come in from each of you in my group Intuitive Angel Messages on Facebook. So I love that. I mean, holy smokes, there's a lot of questions. And a wide range, which I'm really excited about. So as we move along, the first thing I'd like to say is that I feel myself personally gravitating towards the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians have always been an energy that I've gravitated towards. So also, you know, when I ask what are some of my incarnations, it will come up as Pleiadian. And I always remember as a small child looking at myself in the mirror, and I would look at my eyes and having blue eyes. That was always something that I seemed to be drawn to and happy about. So I think that that maybe also may tie in with that as well. If you have any kind of a pull towards any type of an ET energy, then I would say there's a reason why. So if you feel pulled towards the Arcturians or the Syrians or the Lyrans or the Pleiadians or the Greys, there's a reason why. Why is that? Why? So I can feel their energy just building up around me now. So then it just will take a few seconds here for me to connect in and see what they would like to channel through me. Okay, so they're saying, hello everyone. We are, they're calling themselves the collective energy known as the Pleiadians. Okay, so I have an energy that's coming through and speaking on behalf of the Pleiadians. This time of ascension on the planet is a great moment. It is a momentous time on Earth. Many of you will have this chance, this window, this opportunity to ascend, to lift, to shift, to raise in vibrational frequency, rising higher. And many of you will choose the same path. Many of you are not yet ready to ascend and will continue in your lifetimes in which you choose ahead in the 3D reality. So what is ascension? What is it? First one will shift and lift. I say lift, raise in vibrational frequency into the fourth dimensional frequency. And when you are comfortable in this frequency, you will then move into the fifth dimensional frequency. But this will take many, many, many lifetimes. They're saying, as you well know, as you have heard, channeled through Kristen previously, ascension cannot happen quickly. It's not possible to happen quickly. Our vessels, meaning our bodies, our minds, even our energy, our soul housed within our vessel, we wouldn't be able to undertake, withstand that amount of energy frequency raising that quickly within our vessels, minds, and soul. One gets what you would say acclimatized. You get used to the frequency in which you are residing in. So this needs to be something that's gradual, that you get accustomed to over time. And then even over lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Moving from more of a physical being. Many of you are entrenched in your ways of being and all that you observe and give thought to with your blinders up. But moving forward on this path of ascension, there can be no separation, there can be no blinders, and you'll become acutely aware of the vibrational frequency, the energy that surrounds you daily. They're just really saying that this isn't something to be concerned or worried about, what frequencies are around you. For there are high vibrational frequencies that wish to connect with each of us, communicate with each of us, and they're starting with our team of angels, and then our ET families, in which we have, they're saying families and friends. So we've had incarnations with these ETs, these energies that have had many incarnations with us in other lifetimes, and they are here to assist us and to guide us and to help us. Some of the things that they're here assisting us with are diet, what we are eating, shifting us more in a direction of a plant-based diet, and high vibrational foods that we are intaking. Some of the other things that they're helping us with is more of a positive mindset, having positive thinking, positive thoughts, giving thought to what you wish to create in your reality, rather than stumbling around and reacting to what is unfolding in your life, purposely creating what you would like to take place in your life along with your high vibrational team of angels and your ETs, friends and family that are here with you. And then they're also talking about the archangels, the ascended masters. Everyone is here to help us. They're talking about like a rush or like a real effort is being put in right now to help as many people awaken and then ascend as possible. So although some of us are really not going to be ready to do that, and that's all right, there are many of us that are on the fence. And this is what this broadcast, they're calling it a broadcast, is about today, okay? It's about those of you who you're on the fence. Some people, I have a saying, and they're saying it in my head. You know what you know. So, and some people, they don't know. So for example, you only know what you know, meaning if there's new information in which you are learning and gleaning from, now you know, and now you may move in a different direction. Based on your free will. That's what they're saying. Some of you may hear this information today and still not be ready, and that's all right. And some of you may choose and decide that, yes, I would like to lift and raise in vibrational frequency. What does it mean to raise in vibrational frequency? It means housing more high vibrational positive thoughts, feeling more high vibrational emotions, spending more time resting and relaxing, lifting and shifting of your vibrational frequency, awakening, and then ascension happens within you rather than around you. It emanates from within you, and when your frequency shifts and changes, moving in this direction, it will impact and affect everyone around you. When your mood shifts and you're happier and more content, and you're moving in a more high vibrational direction, it automatically will affect those around you. Okay, so now they want to talk about what does one have to do in order to move onto this path of ascension. One thing you can do is you can just ask. You can ask in your mind or out loud, or you can write it down, and we will hear you. The Pleiadians are saying, we will all hear you. Okay? It's not just the Pleiadians, it's everybody. Your angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, all of these high vibrational beings of light and love that are here to assist us will hear you. They will hear your request, and they will help to shift you vibrationally as best that they can. They're talking about there certain things that may unfold in your lives, okay, when you ask this request. It's not may, it will, okay. You may have certain, I say may again, you will have certain individuals that are no longer serving your highest and best good, and they will depart from your life experience. They will, they're lower vibrational, and so they will be, you'll be guided in a different direction than them, than the path that they're on. You will be guided to shift your diet. You will let go of all that is no longer needed or unnecessary. Low vibrational thinking. The same repetitive worry, fear. I'm just going to take the lead a little bit on this one, but you know the thoughts that we have. We're worried about this, we have fear about that, we have lack thinking about this. You know, it's all consuming some days. And so that will shift. And that will basically, as they say often, be transmuted into the light. It won't be as easy to house and maintain those types of thinking and those types of thoughts. And emotions, they're saying. So as you move along on this path, there will be many changes, but many changes for the greater good. So your highest good, but also the greater good of all in your proximity. And also of the collective consciousness on planet Earth they're talking about. So it's really moving from closed off, entrenched, if you want to call they got a little bit of a humor, it's cracking me up. Closed off, pinched off from high vibrational frequency, and now you're going to move in the direction of being really reconnected with this frequency that's all around us. Okay, so we're going to move to some questions, and I'm really looking forward to this. All right. Okay, so Renee is asking, why do I feel restless all the time, yet totally out of energy? Like she feels lacking in energy, very exhausted. That's an ascension. They're saying that's an ascension symptom. Okay, I agree because I've been through that myself. There's stages that you can go through, and then as each wave of energy comes, you'll experience that, and then it'll subside, and then you'll get a relief, and maybe you get a different ascension symptoms the next time, but it'll rotate back in, totally out of energy, just absolutely exhausted. Absolutely. There will be stages where you're wide awake and you're having a hard time sleeping because the energy is coming in throughout the evenings and working on us and pooling within our chakra system. And then other times, you're totally exhausted and sleeping a lot of the time. It's they're calling it upgrading. Okay, so it's really, you're getting an upgrade. So they're saying that what is best is to ground yourself as often as you can. If you're having really intense ascension symptoms, you can use EFT tapping. You can ground yourself. I mean, pink Himalayan salt lamp that's on in your home. They always have guided me to rose quartz the size of your palm on your lap near your root chakra. Get that root chakra open and anchor you down to the earth. Going out into nature, leaning on a tree is the absolute best in my opinion, but then others say differently. Whatever works for you and helps you feel better. And then of course you can sit by water. Any body of water really is helpful as well. And of course you can ask your team, can you please help me to ground? You can ask the earth, could you please help me ground? I really need help grounding. And she'll come right up your root chakra and she will anchor you down. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So the next question is, can you ask if my Pleiadian family has any message for me, please? So with this, first I'll tune in and see if you do have a Pleiadian family. Because some of us have had our primary incarnations as this, and some of that maybe Arcturian or maybe Pleiadian, or so first we'll see if that is the case. I'm getting yes. Okay, they give me threes in my head because I've asked for this, so you can ask them for threes, so you can say yes, 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 or no, 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 please give it to me in threes. Okay, so that's what they did really quick in my head. I get a lot of laughter and joy. I actually feel it in my stomach. I feel it in my chest. I feel like butterflies of excitement and energy. Okay, so much information coming in my head at once, so maybe we can go one at a time. Okay, so they're slowing it down for me because my human brain can only pick up so quickly. 5 sentences at once. I can only go so far. They're saying that you incarnated on Earth in order to help to lift the vibrational frequency here. Just your energy being here is helping the collective consciousness on Earth and the Earth herself. They're really happy that you took this opportunity to incarnate here on Earth. And they're just applauding you. And they're saying you're doing an amazing job, and they're just clapping. They hear you when you talk with them. So speak with them often. They're letting you know this. You can just talk away to them. They hear what you're saying. They say, we hear your requests, and we would like you to make more requests of us. Ask us to help you with anything and everything you choose. And they're saying, thank you, dear one. Beautiful, beautiful energy. How can we manifest what we desire fast and easily? Think it, and it will become. And the more you give thought to it, the more you focus on it, it will become. So they're talking about higher vibrational thoughts, okay? And so if you have like a high vibrational thought of what you wish to, and you're making this request, you're not making a request, you're thinking it into being. It's flowing, it's happening right now. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not coming. So the higher vibrational thoughts manifest quicker. If you're having like low vibrational thoughts and it's the same, let's use an example of a pity party, okay? We've all been there. Me, no, I'm not excluded. So if you're like, woe is me, boo-hoo is me, I'm a victim, pity party, now you're still going to manifest because we are the creators of our own reality, but it will be slower because it's a lower vibrational frequency. And you'll manifest scenarios, outcomes in your life that will be more of the same. It will perpetuate. Not only that, but you're going to, this is all what I'm getting in my head here, you'll actually manifest more of the same thoughts or similar thoughts. But some of us are content to house these kinds of thoughts. Some of us are all right with chaos or drama or low vibrational thinking. We enjoy it. So when you're ready to shift from that, you can ask your team of angels, you can ask your ETs that are present with you to help you shift and move in a different direction at any time. Yes, ask and ye shall receive. That's what I'm hearing. And that's coming from the angels. Ask and ye shall receive. Those are their words, okay? So, any other guidance on how to manifest quickly? Well, they're saying that as the light anchors more and more globally over time, moving forward, that things are going to manifest very quickly. It'll seem like time is going by very quickly for those of you who are ascending. And so everything that you're giving your thought to will manifest quickly, they're saying. Okay, so when they're done, they just go like this with their hands, dusting off their hands, and that tells me they're done. Oh, so many questions. I love it. Okay, so Dorota, first things first, how do you communicate with them? You just start talking to them, just like I am. Now, if that's too embarrassing, I didn't like that in the very beginning. The angels would talk to me and I'd be like, I would talk to them in my head, but I never would out loud. Now I just talk away all the time. You can talk to the Pleiadians, you can talk to the angels. I was talking to Archangel Michael this morning, and he just loves cracking jokes. He was making me laugh. Okay. What is the easiest way to get out of looping unwanted thoughts and behaviors? That is a great question. Okay, well, they're telling me to take the lead on that, and then we'll see what they say. Okay, so it's an old tape pattern, okay? In your head over and over and over again, and it just gets to a point where you have enough. You say, I've had enough, and I want something different, so what are we going to do about it? Okay. There's two options. You can start writing down all the low vibrational thinking or unwanted thoughts and write down on a piece of paper, okay? And they'll read it, and then they're going to start transmuting that for you. Or if that's too much to write it down in every given moment, because you might have 25 to 50 in a day rotating in your head, as we all well know. So then you can, in the moment, maybe you're having lack of thinking about money. Oh, there we go, and I don't need to manifest this, and you just, oh, here you go, angels, take that thought. And you do it over and 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 over again every day. You are the still observer of the thoughts that are housed in your mind. Because you are not your thoughts. That's not who you are. You are the still observer of your thoughts. Man, when I read A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, that book, it just completely shifted me. And you just become acutely aware of your thoughts. I'm not always perfect. There are days where I don't. But if I keep seeing a perpetual pattern in my life, I say to myself, okay, what is it within me that I need to shift in order to change this? I don't sit there and blame others, okay? Because if this is a perpetual pattern, there's something going on within me that's helping to create this. So what can I do in order to change that? So you're handing off low vibrational thinking, or you're writing it down. And in the other flip side, I'm writing down everything I want the angels to help me with. So this is bringing it in and help me manifest list. Okay, this is the giveaway pile. This is the bring in pile. So then we're going and we're writing it all down. Or in the moment, I'll say, I really need help with this situation, with this person, or any scenario in my life. I'll ask them for help with that. And they have some pretty profound guidance at times. Let me tell you, even if you can't hear their guidance, they're still going to get busy and get to work behind the scene of your life and help you with whatever you have requested. But sometimes, you know, my angel, you know, she's not always just cute and fluffy sitting on a cloud with some wings. She can come through with some incredible guidance that would just, it makes me sit and think about how I wish to proceed in life. Am I going to make things easier on myself, or am I going to make things harder on myself? And those are really the two options. And I'm all about making things easier, so I think it's pretty obvious which path I'm all about. Lifting, rising, feeling better, you know, enjoying life, being content. Yeah, so do you want to add to that? Oh, there's reading material that will also help you as you move forward. Okay. So they're going to list off some material. Okay. Okay. So, The Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks, with Abraham teaching through them, channeling through them. So you can start manifesting that which you desire into your reality. Yeah, They Really Like a New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. If you're wanting to bring monetary funds into your reality, you would then start with The Abundance Book by John Price. Tiny little green book, and you work from it. It's all about changing your thoughts. If you continue to have lack thinking and woe is me and I never have enough, that's when you need to go, okay, so how am I going to shift this? And that book will help you do that. And you work from it for 40 days. I've done it 3 times. I've seen it work. You know what my friends say to me? My friends when I was in my teens, I'm still friends with them now, and they say, oh, you're just always lucky, Kristen. You're so lucky. It's like horseshoe. And I just tell them it's not luck. I'm just consciously manifesting my reality. And they go, yeah, whatever. And I go, well, that's the reality of it. But they don't want to hear it because they're not ready. And that's okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. If I ask them to visit me, if you ask the Pleiadians to come visit you, will they come? Yes. Every time? Yes. They will come every time. Anytime you call on the Pleiadians, they will come to you. Okay, we're talking about high vibrational frequency coming to you. If you call upon them and you're requesting them to help you, they will come. Personally, the Pleiadians' energy feels like home to me. Earth does not feel like home to me. I'm sure many of us feel that way because it's not home. And, you know, when we're talking about people asking me all the time, am I a starseed? If you weren't a starseed, that would mean that you have only incarnated in a human body. And as I've asked previously, there are not many souls like that. You've started somewhere else, and now you're coming to Earth for a good, I say this, for a challenge, okay? So you're coming here for a different experience as well. That's the other thing that they're putting in my head. You're coming here for a different experience. I've always personally felt during my readings that those who started with Pleiadian lifetimes have an easier transition here onto Earth. What do you think of that? They agree. And they're giving me a thumbs up too. Those who have had lifetimes as an Arcturian, for example, they're a little less in the heart space and a little bit more heady. Analyzing, overanalyzing, maybe more left brain oriented, analytical type, A-type personality. I wouldn't always bank on it being Arcturian, but I would say most likely. Not 100%, but that would be my first guess. I've only met 2 people. Now, there's not saying that there's not many more, of course, but 2 people that I've only met that have had gray lifetimes and now here on Earth. I've met one individual who's come to Earth for his very first time. He's had lifetimes primarily as Arcturian and also as Syrian, and has now decided to incarnate on Earth. It can be really bumpy. It can be really difficult. You don't want to be here. You don't feel like this is home. But remember, in these moments, you've got a whole team here to help you. And whether you believe or not is secondary. Ask them to help you, irregardless. Let them show you, okay? Let them help you. They can help put you at ease. If you don't feel like handing off your issues to the angels, okay? Just picture, another person has told me they picture a gold box and they put everything that they don't want into the gold box. Hand it off. Intention is everything. So, I mean, for me, it's just so important to ask for help in this free will zone. Okay. Let's see, where are we at here? Holy Toledo. Okay. So Paul has asked me many questions today. And I'm going to channel the guidance that will come from the Pleiadians on these questions. Sorry? They're cheering you on, Paul. I thought they had something else to say, but they're like, yeah, Paul! Clapping. I love it. Okay, so Paul, your questions are, okay, will the new Earth split from the old Earth, or will they simultaneously coexist, one invisible from the other, or will the timelines just split and one really takes its own path? Simultaneously together. Everything is a vibrational frequency. Okay? Every one houses a vibration. Ooh, they're coming in strong on this. Holy smokes. Everyone has their own vibrational frequency. So this new Earth starts within each of you. And as you shift in vibrational frequency, you will be coinciding, simultaneously having your own experience as others, okay, that are not at the same vibrational frequency, wherever your frequency is, okay? So this new Earth will be here coinciding at the same location, but at a different frequency for each of us. Okay, do you want to say anything else on that one? We choose if we wish to raise in vibrational frequency. We choose if we wish to take the action steps necessary to shift in vibrational frequency. And we've listed off many of these steps, they're saying, which are changing your diet, eating more high vibrational foods, shifting your low vibrational thinking, handing off that which is no longer needing, requesting that you would like to take this path of ascension. So say a person, here's my question, okay. Say a person says, yes, I would like this path of ascension, but vibrationally, maybe they're not quite ready, and Spirit knows that they're maybe not quite ready, but they're making their request. What happens then? They're acting like they're really thinking, which is making me laugh. Now they're looking at me and winking. Because I know they know the answers to everything. So it's cracking me up. If a person makes the request for this path of first awakening, okay, and then ascension, but even irregardless of them awakening or not, and they're saying, yes, I want this path of ascension, the energy here with us, the high vibrational frequency, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the ETs, okay, they will do everything in they're calling everything in their power to help you shift as much as possible onto this path, irregardless of you energetically being ready or not. So things can shift and change pretty rapidly. They say that it may not always be a smooth transition for some, but what matters most is that you make the request so that you can start to feel ascension. It does have its bumpy spots, okay? You have ascension symptoms, and your diet changes rapidly, and the people in your life can change. There are a lot of changes, but they're saying you'll feel more at ease, more at peace, high vibrational, more high vibrational. You won't be able to just house the low vibrational content as easily within your mind. And moving forward as you do, you'll get like an immediate kickback of that low vibrational thought, and it won't feel good energetically. Oh, that really just didn't feel very good. And you'll choose other thoughts that are more in a space of allowing and accepting others to be as they choose. This is about coming back together, loving one another, being at peace with one another, allowing others to be as they choose. This is what it's all about, they're saying. This is what it's all about. Do humans and Pleiadians have a big future together? Yes, and I just got that blasted through the whole top of my head. Yes, but so do other ETs that are here as well. Some of us have had lifetimes as in other bodies, okay? Other ETs. And those friends and family that you have incarnated with are here for you, helping you in this lifetime. For me, it is a Pleiadian. I have 3 Pleiadians here with me. They help me with my diet. They help me with ascension. They help me with ascension symptoms. I also have a Pleiadian that I have had many lifetimes with. He is also a soulmate that is in my soul group. So you call this a soulmate, right? From my soul group. And he's coming as a Pleiadian because that's what we incarnated as together. But he is also coming from my soul group, and he is also my spirit guide. Energy is omnipresent. There's no, like, only my soul incarnates in this vessel. Many vessels. There are no time or space constraints. So it was pretty fascinating. I'm like, Adrian, is that you? Oh my gosh, Adrian's a Pleiadian here hanging out with me, and he's laughing. That was cracking me up. I was like, right on, the more help the better. So yes, we do. They're going to be here for a while. The Pleiadians are saying that. They're going to be here helping us for quite a while. They're still the Pleiadians, but a lot of the other high vibrational frequency that is here on Earth is building, okay, and expanding, and its building is culminating. So when we say the return of the Christ consciousness has always been here, but it's more of a building and expanding to help each of us on Earth and the Earth herself. Okay. The Earth, she's been sending out a signal, please come and help me, for some time. She's done a tremendous job. Now it's also our responsibility to help her and the animals here as much as we possibly can, in any which way possible. That's me talking. Okay, will it be easier to keep a higher vibrational frequency in the coming years when the Earth plane becomes less dense? Yes. That's the answer. And will the negative energies and life forms simply not be able to see through and affect us in higher dimensions? They're thinking about how to answer that. Just give me a second. Okay, so as we ascend, we just don't go to 4D and then there we go, I'm in the 4D, everybody. All my life's worries have disappeared and I'm super high vibrational. Can you maintain that vibrational frequency for day after day after day? Probably not at first. So you might go up for like 30 minutes, and how do you know when you're in the 4D? You're at peace. It's more stillness. You're content. You do not house low vibrational thinking. Your thoughts are in the present moment of now. So you're not thinking, oh, in the future or in the past. You're only in the now. And we have moments of this, okay? But this is going to take many lifetimes to practice getting that vibrational frequency. And right now on Earth, many of us are ascending, but we're kind of pulled back into the storm, shall we say. Some storms in our lives, you know, with people, workplace, whatever is going on in our lives. So we may be able to shift in vibrational frequency for a time, but then we tank again. So, okay, do you want to answer that one? They're saying the low vibrational frequencies here on Earth know that their time is up. We have now taken back Earth. Okay, so I can tell they're limiting this description because of how even me included will interpret or understand what they're trying to relay. Okay. Everything has a vibrational frequency. And here on Earth, it has tipped back in the direction of high vibrational frequency. Even when the Earth was this way and it was more dense in vibrational frequency, there was still a lot of high vibrational frequency residing here on Earth. But now we have pivoted back here. But we're still in the very beginning stages of moving in this direction. As the angels often say to me, the tip of the iceberg. So there may still be moments when, if one chooses to house low vibrational thinking, if they, there are some individuals that may call on certain energies. They really recommend that you do not. Okay? And if you are having any issues with being bothered or harassed by low vibrational energy at any time, they're saying, call on us and we will come. But there's not going to be much of that. This is what they're saying. There won't be a lot of that. In the next 1 to 2 years, there's going to be a big shift on Earth vibrationally. And we will have, Kristen calls them the heavy hitters residing here on Earth. Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, all the archangels. They're just going through the list of all the archangels, so it's easier for me to say all the archangels. Archangel Gabriel is a key energy out of all the archangels. Yeah, and now Archangel Michael. And they are here to clean up Earth. Clean up her energy and the energy upon her back. They're just like really happy and gleeful about this and chuckling. Like they're really happy about it. They know what's coming and they're extremely happy about it. No words can do that description enough, they're saying. So to say that they're happy is picture even more so, okay? Like extremely happy, but even more than that. Yeah. Yeah, if we knew just how magnificent this time was on the earth plane, they say we'd be out dancing in the streets. I've heard this before, and I'm hearing it again. Okay. Totally not confusing, Paul. I totally understand what you're saying there. So, you guys, there's moments where we're human. This isn't meant to be a perfect experience. It's never going to be. Not here. So, but we also get to choose how long we focus on a thought or put our attention towards something that is not healthy for us. And if you continue to have fearful thoughts, definitely hand those off, because life is meant to be enjoyed. You know, to continue handing your power away and to continue having fearful thoughts is not living. And I, for one, as following the footsteps of all the ascended masters, I don't want to live a life like that. There's moments where I catch myself, but the key is that you use your free will to do something about it. Don't sit there and wallow. Do something about it. But again, that is of your own free will choosing. Will there be less interference with the communication channels of the new Earth grid in the coming months, or are they already completely clear? I get completely clear. There's so much more to this, though. What do you want to say about that? There's other energy building and growing here, and new energy coming that is going to help us and guide us and assist us. And some of these frequencies, I mean, holy smokes, we're in for a ride. Basically, the PG rated version is okay. They're laughing and they're like, basically. They're saying to me, basically. Okay. There's a lot of high vibrational frequency that's coming. And our vessels, our minds, our souls are getting prepared for this. This isn't something that can happen quickly. This high vibrational frequency coming may interfere with interesting. They're saying communications on all levels, orally, telepathically, like is what I'm doing here. There'll be moments where it's you will feel, they're calling it all-consuming. So it'll be just so much high vibrational frequency that we will be washed over with. It will take short moments, time, to get adjusted to this frequency. It's just like with Ascension. We get washed over with a wave of energy. Then we're going to have some Ascension symptoms. And we've got to get adjusted to this high vibrational frequency. Then we get a respite. Then we get another wave. When people talk about online the event, each of these waves of energy is an event. And it will continue on for the remainder of our lifetimes here. It's just that we will get more adjusted to this frequency over time. And it will become easier for us. I'm like, wonder when that's going to be. I'm ready. Okay. Great questions, Paul. So this may interrupt communication on all levels when this high vibrational frequency washes over the planet and all of the inhabitants upon her back. Got it. You're so funny. How do we know if you're okay, great question. How does a person know when the Pleiadians are contacting them? Okay, so like in a dream, what are some of the signs to look for? Great question. Oh man. Yep, in dream state. Man, I'm putting a whole bunch of stuff in my head here. Just give me a sec. You may feel lightheaded, dizzy, as we enter your energy field. Pressure. So if there are energies here, for example, you'll feel a lot of pressure, or pressure, which is where I feel them right now. The key is to quiet your mind. So if you have a really busy mind and you're like, well, I called the Pleiadians in. The Pleiadians are going to have a hard time getting through to you if you're busy all the time and you're rushing through your day and you're not resting very much and your mind is busy all the time. How are they supposed to get through to you for you to notice their presence if you are super active and busy and your mind is super active and busy? So that's me talking. I'm like, So the key is to slow down, create more still moments in your mind. So if I'm going to call them in, it would be like the equivalent of saying, okay, come on into my house, Pleiadians. And then you turn your back and you start doing something because you're busy, and you ignore them because you're busy in your thoughts, and now you're talking to somebody else. How exactly are you supposed to pay attention to their energy? They don't take offense to that, but you know, the key is to slow down when you're coming out of meditation or when you're coming out of sleep and you're nice and still. Perfect time to pick up on their frequency. They're also talking about us getting a washing over of bliss, peace. Might feel joy, they're saying. Joy. And you know that this isn't coming from within you. It's being washed over you. So then you will know, oh yeah, I called the Pleiadians in. This must be their energy washing over me and helping me feel at peace, or helping me feel joy. Just know that they are here to help us raise in vibrational frequency. So anything that you're going to feel from them is going to be high vibrational. If you feel anything else, then that's not them. They are high vibrational, and they're going to help us with our energy in a high vibrational way. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They're talking about those threes. Okay. Katarine, when I asked my angels, am I connected to Pleiadian star family, I got the angels card, said yes, right away. I couldn't stop watching the sky and the stars. That's another, hey? Another. If you're always looking up at the stars, oh, you're connected with, you will be, if I'm propelled to look up at the stars, okay, there is a reason why. I'm not just sitting there looking up at the stars. If I feel pulled to look up at the stars, it's because there is, I swear, I would say 99%, 99% reason why I'm being propelled up there. There is an ET energy attempting to get my attention. And maybe I'm having a down moment in my life. Maybe I'm feeling, distressed. I don't want to be here. This doesn't feel like home. And then you're propelled to look up in the stars. Then I would say you've got your ET family helping you in that time, in that moment. This is a big transition to incarnate on Earth. Because when you go from a Pleiadian, the super high vibrational planet, oh my goodness. I've had a QHHT session, and I was on a planet with my spirit guide in a Pleiadian body, and when I was talking with him, and I was like, this is paradise. It was amazing. That's also on my YouTube channel if you want to check that out, but it was incredible. Okay, so we've got a few more questions here. I'm going to do the best I can. I'll get a couple more, and then I'll channel some more guidance from them. Oh, great question. We're going to talk about implants, entities. Fantastic. Okay, Stacy is asking, I was told there is a Pleiadian technology group that we can call on that comes to us in removing entities and implants and anything associated. Is this accurate? And is there any more information about this group we could have to assist us in healing the collective? Thank you. Didn't even know this, Stacy. So before I listen to them, I just relax my mind, okay? Any one of us can do this. We are all mediums. Okay, so we're going to practice with Stacy's question. Is there a Pleiadian technology group? What does it feel like in your body? We're sidestepping this. We're going with feeling. Does it feel light and open, or does it feel tight and pulled back? Some of us may need to practice a few more times before we get this accurately, but that, irregardless of what you get, practice. Practice, 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 practice this. Ask them a question. Ask your angels a question. Sit quietly and see how it feels. Is it tight and pulled back in your chest and your stomach and you feel nausea? That would be a no. I don't feel that. I feel full-blown yes. I feel relaxed and open, and I just hear yes. So there is. Now they're showing themselves to me. Wow. That's cool. Okay, so I'm seeing these Pleiadians. I see stars, like they're out in space. I see stars in behind them. They're inside of a vessel, and I see stars, a lot of stars. Okay, so they give me some glimpses, and so I'm seeing that. And now we're going to go in with the message. They're saying, yes, we do reside here on Earth. So I'm assuming you're around Earth or you're on Earth. Both. Both. Wherever we are needed, they want you to call on them. If you feel like this is something that is holding you back, if you feel like there are entities, if you feel like there are implants, call on them. Okay? Again, they're saying you just need to call on them once, and they will come and take care of this for you. Okay, and they're dusting off their hand. How awesome. Didn't even know. I've always just called in Big Mike. He doesn't like me calling him Big Mike. Archangel Michael. When he looks me in the eye, I can barely handle it. Like, we're talking about an immense being. He's looking straight into your soul. Straight through you, period. So it's pretty cool. So he'll look up at me and he smiles and he's giving me the We're, you know, when I have these beings that I talk to, I feel like a little baby here on Earth. And they're like, don't say, you know, they say it in their way. My way is like, they don't want us to see ourselves like that. But I'm like, I'm in diapers. You know, like, okay, we've done this a few times here on Earth and in other lifetimes. But these beings are magnificent. Just amazing. Okay. Okay, so Ada, yes, we do hear you. They want you to keep asking them for help. They want you to keep talking to them. They're going to help shift your vibrational frequency further upward. It's really upward. I guess if we say higher vibrational, lower vibrational, we got to say it some way, somehow, right? Here, there, wherever. They're going to help shift it. Okay. They're talking about you, Ada, having something on your mind. I don't know. If you've been worrying about something. Yeah. Okay. Thumbs up. So if you've been worrying about something, they're telling you right now they don't want you to worry about it. You've made a request. Have you been asking them to help you with something? It's like a team effort. It's not just the angels working with you. It's the angels and the Pleiadians. Okay. Thumbs up. Keep asking them to help you with whatever you wish. But again, we just have to ask them once per thing we are requesting. All right. I'm going to move down and try to get one more question in, okay? Megan, could a Pleiadian be incarnated with a group from another star system? For instance, say I am a Pleiadian. Could my child be a Sirian? Any help from my star family on what I could do in this life for work? Got it. Okay, we got a couple questions. Absolutely yes, 110%. They're saying yes, and my own experience when I'm giving readings is that you may have a child that's predominantly from Sirian lifetimes, and maybe you're from Pleiadian, but many of us have tried it out in a couple different bodies. It's rare to only see someone that has only incarnated in one other life form. It's usually, so I'll give you an example with me. Predominantly Pleiadian. I've tried it out a couple times as an Arcturian. My team told me I didn't like it too much. I could see that. And then there were some fairy energies on the Pleiadian planet in which I have also been a part of and incarnating. For me, there's like a signature kind of trait that I see with people that have incarnated or have had experiences as a fairy energy. You know, their mind can house multiple different thoughts. They're really good at multitasking. They can work on several different things at once. They're very drawn to the fairies and magical experiences, nature, helping others, helping the environment, helping the earth. So if you've got some of those characteristics, I would definitely say that you've had some type of an elemental lifetime, which I think is pretty darn cool. So that's a great question with Lori. Do starseeds carry over personality traits of their starseed family into the human form? That's a big time yes. 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 The answer to that is absolutely yes. I've just seen a pattern now. I've seen a pattern as I move along with people. It's been really fascinating to see. And I've never once met somebody that has only had a lifetime on Earth. And I have not to experience it yet. Okay, so do you want to say any last words? Okay. Oh, they do have a message for you, Lori. Hold on just one moment. Oh, that's so sweet. They're saying, we love you. We cherish you. They're calling you a being of bright light here on the earth plane. You are a being of bright light on this earth. We honor you, and they do a tipping of the hats off to honor you and thank you for choosing to come here again. So not your first lifetime here. You keep going about your day-to-day life, but you've started to become curious about spirituality and spiritual topics, and they're just like applauding you for this. They love it that you are becoming curious about this. Oh, wow. Whew. Intense. Just really brilliant blue eyes. They're saying they come to visit you often, and they will continue to come and visit you and help you as often as you choose. I see them coming to visit you when you're outside. I don't know if you have out on your, I don't know if you go out and look at the stars, or this open kind of a carport space, or you're stepping out of your house and maybe you're just kind of looking up at the sky or connecting with, they're there when you're doing that. A lot of the time, not every time, okay? But when you feel pulled to go outside and look up at the stars, there's a reason why. And that doesn't just go for you, Lori, that goes for everyone. They're sending their love to everybody, okay? Call upon us and we will come. That's their last message. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.